One. Hello, 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 hello. Ni hao, ni hao. Hello there. We're Shame. We're in Shanghai at the moment. My name is Charlie. I sing in the band.
I'm Sean and I play guitar.
I'm Josh and I play bass.
I'm wearing a jacket that I got in Portobello Market, like in a vintage shop there, which has Stein, which is my original name, like Frankfurt Jewish. It got changed to Steen when my family moved to the East End of London. I think is this Chinese writing or is that Japanese writing?
Also, Chinese also have like the first two.
It means award.
Yeah, award.
Oh, cool. I got this in Chinatown in San Francisco. And then these are some camo sunglasses from a gas station in America. Yes, I'll wear these tonight. Like that. And then these trousers I got when we were in Switzerland, but they're quite dirty. And Blundstone shoes, but they're fucking dirty as well. I need new shoes. Very badly. They're my shoes.
So I'm wearing a vintage APC Paris shirt with like a Uniqlo vest, these Japanese selvage denim trousers from the Hidden Rivet based in LA, and then some Blundstones also. We're kind of matching. I actually had some brown ones and then Steen got some brown ones, so I got some black ones. I have no idea where my sunglasses are from, but I will not be wearing them on stage. Leska. This is like an old. I bought this in like an African shop. It's like silver ring, and then this one I got at Columbia Road Flower Market for like £10, and these two I bought in Istanbul.
My T-shirt is a band we've toured with. This Canadian band called Corridor. They're really good. My trousers are from a charity shop. They're really shit. I've got some Marks and Spencer's socks on, some Asics. My partner made this Scooby-Doo bracelet, and some of our biggest fans in America, the Shamamas, made me this Cutthroat bracelet. So I'm repping that.
2 years since we've been back to China. I think it's very different to do a festival than it is to do a headline show. When you do a festival, you know, it was very good fun, but it's different to playing to your own audience. So it's really nice to be able to come back and play in places like Shanghai and Shenzhen that we haven't ever been to before. This is our first time in
Shanghai, yeah.
Oh, have you traveled around in Beijing?
Did the first time we came, but we had less time this time.
But last time we went to Beijing, we went and partied and had a good time. Went to a punk club and
Went to school.
went
It's
to
called
school.
Yeah, like a venue in Beijing was really cool. Had some amazing hot pot.
I saw your post in Hong Kong.
Yeah, Hong Kong. Goose, yeah. Josh's dad's mate from school, from university, is Chinese, and he was visiting Hong Kong, and he took us out for a Cantonese meal, and it was amazing. Yeah, goose and egg fried rice and beef and some other amazing things. It was very nice.
If your new album or music
Mm.
is the Chinese dish, what would it be like?
Ooh, Kung Pao chicken. Was it Kung Pao or Kung Pao chicken?
My flavor of shame is crispy pork murger with cold chili noodles. Yeah, like the noodles, just like the cold noodles, just with chili oil. You know, you have the little burger with it. You have the little like burger, like a murger. Like, do you know what? Yeah, I'm not sure what it's called. They in England, I've eaten them from two different places, and one place called it a rugamo, and then a different place called it a murger. And I don't know what the Chinese word is. It's like a circle with like meat inside, and it's like bread. I think because there's, you know, variety in the on the table there. You know, you got the rich meat. Maybe the noodles are more like I don't know. Maybe I'm like the noodles, and Charlie's like the meat, and Sean's like the tea.
But if you can use just like detailed word to describe your music to Chinese audience,
Spicy.
Sichuan.
what?
Sichuan.
Sweet and sour, yeah. Sweet
Super
and sour.
spicy.
And digestible.
Digestible.
My god, that banana is huge.
It's the biggest banana I've ever seen. Sorry to interrupt you. It is maybe the biggest banana I've ever seen. That's my only contribution. It's huge.
What?
Look at it. It's not normal.
It's like a calorie.
It's not normal. That's a two-hander. That's a three-hander.
Hello.
Put it all in your mouth. Go on.
And then
Sounded
good?
kind of
Can't
crunchy.
put it all in my mouth.
Well, try. You're on video. Sorry.
I think this one was more about characters. So it was about like paradoxes. You know, like there are people like Lampiao who like some people think is a villain, some people think is a hero. Found that interesting, and in kind of all of them, it's like satire, like quite an English sense of humor, like in songs like Axis of Evil, you know, and Screwdriver, and talking about characters, which was more similar to Songs of Praise, our first album. So it was about that, and then I think as well in general, it was like with Food for Worms, our third album, we're all very proud of it. But when we'd be playing it live and touring it, we'd have to be borrowing from our first album with set lists to sort of up the tempo and stuff. So we were like, we should probably just write some faster songs. The first, the second, the third, and the fourth album. Yeah. We'll play it. There's our set list. Yeah.
Play a good mix.
Yeah.
Spin
The
that round.
secret review.
The secret. Yeah.
Ooh.
We've never ever played a set like this before.
Hours, I think is perfect.
Ah.
An hour of power.
Hour of power, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Just for China. Who do I want to write the music for? That's a
Yeah.
good question. Like the audience, I guess, and for yourself. I think whatever fascinates you at that moment in time is what you're kind of writing about, because it's going to be the most genuine. I think we've probably all given up on trying to appeal to the masses. So I don't think that's the way to go about anything. I think like if you write what interests you, then people will sort of maybe latch onto that. Whereas if you're trying to sort of make a song for this type of person or that type of person, then I don't know. It probably sounds quite transparent. But yeah, I don't know. Whoever wants to listen,
It's like
whatever
before
sick
you said-
fuck will listen to us.
because before you said I'm interested in people's contradictions.
Yeah.
How do things like anger, vulnerability, and the contradiction play into it?
Into the album.
Yeah.
I think they're all sort of there. I mean, it's like what you say. It's interesting and like contradictory in people. Like a lot of like books or films or TV shows, I like the protagonists. I don't often like as people. Yeah, I find it interesting how you can empathize with a character by the end of a storyline when you're presented with all of their flaws. So anger, shame, cowardice are all flaws in what we consider sort of morality, you know, and I find it sort of interesting to explore those.
Because we're all writing together in a room, I think we just go off the energy of what anyone's feeling. It's kind of a cliched answer, but you know, you kind of work off the energy of other people in the room, and you know, we're not setting out, you know, the lyrical content, but we are affected by things going on around us and are obviously channeling that into music, and I think that just happens naturally. So I think you kind of channel everything that goes, anything from life, into the music.
And how do you like get inspiration?
It
Like
comes
in the
from
room?
it comes from the spiritual underground and flows through you, I think.
Just
what-
like from your life.
Yeah. I can think of minor things. I can't think of anything. I feel like tripping slightly on the street is sometimes slightly embarrassing. It's more embarrassing than you feel like it should be. You're walking along a busy street and you trip over the curb. I don't know why. It always gives me the ick for myself.
Shouldn't feel ashamed about that.
I just can't think of anything major.
Happens to everyone.
I don't know about major, but you know, I stuttered today, which is quite embarrassing. Very, very, very occasionally I'll stutter. Like I was like bottle of water.
Very English.
Jet lag.
Very English. Very occasionally my brain sort of freezes. I think the whole point of the band is embracing your shame. So I think that's the whole thing of it. Our minor shames aren't, you know. So what Josh said, it's not that to be embarrassed about.
More shameful or a freedom?
A freedom, definitely a freedom.
I think this is why, especially now as I've gotten older, I have more and more respect and less like to judge other people's music, because I think, or any art form, if you kind of pour your emotion and life into something, I think it's quite a brave thing to do, to then put that out into the world. You know, so even if I don't resonate with the music myself, I'm still like, you know, fair play, because I think to do this, you do have to put kind of your everything into it. So it is empowering.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. You know, it's very nice. Like, it's funny to come to places and play these songs for the first time in Shanghai or Shenzhen, or in these places. It's nice playing a set now where we can mix in songs from all of the 4 albums. Because they'll kind of like remind you of a different time in your life in an hour.
It's like espresso.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. I think for one thing, obviously, I disagree with it completely as a concept. I don't think we should be replacing humans with robots, especially creatively. I also think streaming services kind of have an obligation. I think there should be some kind of label where if a song is AI generated, the person listening to it should at least know and be told straight away that this is an AI artist, which they don't have currently. You know, there's been quite a few examples recently of artists who've been exposed to be just AI artists, and I just think it's bullshit,
I
basically.
think this should be the
Yeah,
final, I think this should be the final straw for the streaming services. I
Yeah.
think they should just abolish them now.
Yeah. I think what we have to remember as well is like AI does not create anything; it just steals. Like everything it does is just stolen from someone else.
Oh, yeah.
You know, every painting it does, every piece of music. So you know,
learned well.
yeah. But it's just it. You know, I think it's such a ludicrous situation because people, you know, I don't think people realize how little money most artists make from streaming, and so for them to divert more of that money to AI artists, to me, is just so fucked. I agree with Josh. I think it should be the final nail in the coffin for most streaming services. They'll never replace us, though.
No. I mean, I think it's all bullshit. I don't really know much about that technology or any of it. I've never used ChatGPT. My girlfriend uses it all the time. I don't know. I'm just like, I use Google, I guess, and I find myself Googling dumb questions. Like, what's the biggest tomato in the world or something like that. It's just astounding that, like, at this point of technology, what we choose to learn from it, which is often things like that. Like how much Coca-Cola can fit in an Olympic swimming pool or something like that. So I don't agree with it. I'm very much not aware of a lot of it because I don't fucking. It's all that shit.
I think there's a joy in seeking out information and finding things out a more
Yeah.
difficult way. You know, that's kind of, to me, an essential part of the human process. And I feel like, why would we try and eliminate that? I don't really know.
Yeah.
It's just, it seems crazy to me. Fuck Diplo, basically.
Diplo?
Well, because he's like a big AI music advocate, and he's kind of saying we should all be learning this shit. And it's just like, man, just shut up.
Before I interviewed with
The advice
Yeah.
and
for
the
people who
past
want to
his advice
write
for
music
people.
is
Yeah,
advice
that's
I give
very
myself
sweet
today,
advice.
tell
I
myself,
think that's
just
very
keep
true.
So I wonder.
Just
because
keep
it's-
going.
He tells me that every day. We live together. He's just keep going.
I think that's good advice. I think just keep going. It's so important to encourage people. Especially what you're talking about with AI and with younger generations at the moment. They're not on the common anymore, doing drugs and drinking vodka and smoking cigarettes. They're inside their rooms. Get them back out into the parks and writing shitty music and playing in pubs.
I think art, music is just an expression of life. So you need to live life to be able to express it.
You're crazy genius.
Yeah, but I think most of the best songwriters I've met are just people who they live life, and then the moment they feel inspired, they don't force it. They just pick up an instrument, they write something, and then they keep doing other stuff.
Yeah, I think you get told a million different Hollywood stories about now, especially the fixation is like, I suppose it's been going on for a long time in pop culture. Oh, Sabrina Carpenter's this age, or Olivia Rodrigo is this age, or Billie Eilish was this age, or what I mean, it's all getting younger and younger and younger, and the pressure on younger generation is that you're supposed to know your identity before your identity could possibly be formed. You know, you're supposed to have an understanding of yourself and a whole sense of accomplishment of stuff that you can't, that is completely unrealistic. So I think it's like people like Patti Smith, who didn't pick up the guitar till she was 27. Debbie Harry, who didn't start Blondie till she was 30. You know, like John Cale and all these people who was still kind of young when he started the Velvet Underground, but they were very unsuccessful commercially. And there were people who went to schools and learnt with John Cage and did these things and got, like what Sean's saying, like went out. Like what Just Keep Going means, it's like, it doesn't have to be the first painting you do, the first song you write, the first short film you make or whatever. That's not, you know, it's far more about the journey or whatever. And there's a lot of pressure that you should immediately be at a high level of artistic caliber. And I think the joy is in the discovery.
Yeah. You have to accept the fact that you're going to write a lot of shit music before you write something good.
Yeah.
And even when you get good at writing, you're still going to write a lot of shit stuff as well, you know, and it's just not getting bogged down by that and feeling like a failure, you know. And Baz is a great example of that. You know, he tried for years and it didn't work, and now met the Bleach Boys. They just had the chemistry and they're amazing. So yeah, I don't think you should place any limitations on yourself. Charlie said, like, age does not matter. The only limitations you place on your talent is the ones you put yourself. Your ability to do it never goes away, no matter how old you get, you know. So yeah, just keep going.
Do you have any moments you want to give up?
We've definitely done some gigs where it's been depressing in our career because, well, how could it not be? You know, there's no, again, probably going to be that 1% whatever who it's just every gig is great from the beginning. You know, we have done gigs where you turn up and there's no one there and you've got to play. There's an unrealistic thing where, like, we might come back from tours of America or whatever, and my friends might think like every show's sold out and every show's big and stuff like that, whereas it's not the case. You know, if you tour a lot and you're not in the 1%, then you're still going to have those moments of a show where you're like, oh, fuck, you know. And it's hard to, when you're tired and you work hard or whatever and you've put out a lot of music, but it's just like, suck it up, you know. There are people still down the fucking mine, you know, and we're able to do this. So yeah.
For Chinese audience.
Oh, I'm so out of the loop. No, totally. No, I've been not listening to music. Do you guys have any ideas?
Oh, Bleach, Madras Alec.
Bleach, Madras Alec Theatre.
It's so good.
Yeah, they're really good.
I think I loved all their singles and finally got to see them live, but I think West Side Cowboy are amazing. He's such an amazing drummer.
Love right now or whatever. Yeah, they're very good band.
They're really good bands. I'm excited to.
They'll be very famous.
What's your favorite song?
Don't Throw Rocks, yeah. I love the slide guitar in that song. It's really cool.
Me and Eddie actually tried to learn Mandarin in school. Yeah, my mum was obsessed with me learning languages, and I never could. Never could. She could speak French fluently growing up, and like I couldn't do that. And then she wanted me to learn Mandarin. Me and Eddie, when we were 15 years old, would stay behind in school and learn Mandarin after school for an hour. We maybe did it like 6 times or something like that.
Do you remember any?
No. Eddie is very good at languages. He's fluent in German and Spanish. He was very good at speaking, and I really liked the writing, but I can't remember how to do any of it. But I really liked the writing of, you know, but I can't remember how to do it. The writing of the characters.
But you can speak 你好.
Ni hao.
Yeah.
谢谢. Was it who? Who is drink? Was it who? Is that who is drink?
No.
Is that not it? What was it earlier? Do you remember what it was? I want.
Drink is 喝.
Her. Yeah. Well, come on. Yeah.
Oh, it's
Her. Her.
You cheers.
Yeah.
And 喝.
Her.
Yeah, 喝.
Her. Yeah. Her cafe.
Yeah, 喝.
Yeah. Her cafe. Her cafe.
Because I think your very classic lyrics is motherfucker.
Yes, I love that
You
word.
want to learn motherfucker?
Yes, please. I remember in Korean it is shibasaki dra. Shibasaki dra in
motherfucker.
Korean. Yeah, motherfucker. Yeah. What is it in Chinese?
混蛋.
Huan tang.
混蛋.
Huan tang.
混蛋.
Huan tang. Huan tang.
Yeah, 混蛋.
Huan tang.
混蛋.
Huan tang or dang?
蛋.
Huan dang. 荒诞，荒诞。
Huang Dan.
What then?
Could I voice memo you so I can try and learn?
You can speak tonight.
Yeah, I'll try it. Motherfucker is
Motherfucker is 混蛋。
荒诞。
Hello is 大家好。
大家好，过谁我们是
Shame.
shame
Shame in Chinese is 羞耻。
羞耻
乐队。
乐队
来自
来自
UK 英国。
英国。Okay, so could you say the whole thing now? Hello, we are shame from the UK.
大家好，我们是羞耻乐队，来自英国。
Charlie, you have no chance.
Jackson, you're going to play that through the PA tonight.
You have no chance of saying that.
I'm going to open my mouth and then Jackson will play it.
If he even gets that 10% right tonight, I will be shocked.
I'm going to type that how to speak Chinese.